And welcome back to Rose 1999. So you will see that I'm not in the home screen. I'm actually on a website called Pride. So if you're familiar with gacha games, you probably know what this site is. But basically, for those who don't know what it is, it's like this database for a bunch of gacha games. It's like AFK Arena, Honkai Star Rail, or I believe even Orc Knights. I'm not sure, but it's basically the fandom equivalent to gacha games. So basically, I want to talk about since 1.2 is literally a 1 day away, where it's arriving on September 9th. I thought I'd talk about the obvious subject: who should you summon for? As you probably saw in the title. So this series will be broken into two parts, possibly three. So this report is going to be concerning the 6 stories. Jessica and True Fairy. Jessica is basically just translating her name, which was changed to Jessica because her Chinese name was actually Jessica. So let's start off with the person who I'm summoning for, True Fairy, and I'll explain later why I'm summoning for her. But for now, let's just jump into her kit. So her ultimate, summon for the Bad Tooth. So this does 500 mental damage as a 30% crit rate, and then after the attack scores a critical hit, it offers a team cleanse, which is always good to have. 500, that's a pretty standard amount. Empty gums, okay, so this is the debuff. This is the thing that makes her a good crit support. So at 3 stars, it is 450 mental damage and inflicts 1 stack of confusion on the target. So confusion basically increases your chance of getting a crit rate by 25%. So this is her main selling point. That she's a good crit support, sort of like a Voyager, but if she was a healer, sort of like a Voyager and Medicine Pocket had a baby. This is basically what this unit is. And then, okay, you got the standard healing. I'm not sure what this means by it gains an additional 30% crit rate, because this is a health, this is a heal, not an attack. So I'm guessing that this means that either after this heal goes into effect, then Two Fairies crit rate will increase by 30%, or since it says it does say mass healing, it's possible that the entire team gets 30% crit rate, but that's kind of OP and I wouldn't expect that. So I think this just affects Two Fairy, or it just might be a translation error, I don't know. No, so now we start on the inside. So inside one is a big one. So when entering battle, True Fairy instantly gains 3 of these baby teeth, and when your teammates use a code, True Fairy collects 1 baby tooth. Once those 5, you can reduce the enemy team's crit resist and critical defense by 15%, which means that you have like a 55%. You have I think 15% increased critical damage and 40% increased crit rate if you combine that with the debuff code. And then you got, okay, so this is a very simple, just more healing done. Insight tree, okay. So when triggering the baby teeth stats down effect, all allies recover 10% of self-missing health. So nothing to really say. It's just a good buff. But the second line, when entering battle, gains an additional 2 baby teeth. So on the first turn, you will already get that debuff. So right off the bat, your characters, your crit onto characters like Luya and Regulus will already get their increased crit rate. So okay, here are the portrays. So this is more damage. This increases the duration of critical resist and critical defense reduction effects inflicted by 1 round. So always nice to have. And the rest is so portrait 2 and portrait 5 are the important ones. The rest are just more damage. Nobody's probably gonna get portrait 5 because you would have to have insanely deep pockets for that. Hold on, there we go. Okay, so this changes, portrait 5 changes the critical resist and critical defense reduction effects inflicted to 25%. So you have a 10% increase. And for Psych Cubes, well, she's not out yet, and I haven't restarted the Psych Cubes, but according to Pride, when they recommend Beyond a Wonderland. So I guess just go with Pride. When I'm not really an expert when it comes to which Psych Cubes should particularly you want to use. Actually, like there aren't a lot of units that require specific side cubes. Yes, I wouldn't say there are a lot. Most of the units are very versatile when you come to think about it when it comes to side cubes. So I believe that's it. So now we move on to the Jessica banner. So this is changeling right here. So at the end of this video, I'll explain why you should summon for these guys after I review both of their kits. But I'm gonna talk about why you should summon for these characters. Because you know that's the whole kind of point of this video. So first we have the ultimate Gaze in the Forest. Deals 350 reality damage, which is actually not that much. It's kind of underwhelming. But it inflicts poison on all enemies for 2 rounds. So all enemies 2 rounds. That's kind of big. If you don't know what poison does, it takes Genesis damage based on 30% of the caster's attack, and it can stack. So now I got White Blankie. So at 3 stars, this does 450. Okay, 50. So this is where the damage really comes in. This is where she becomes a very good carry. So if the target suffers poison, it deals an additional 100% reality damage. And for each additional stack of poison afterwards, it deals 50% more reality damage, stacking up to a maximum of 100% reality, plus 100% reality damage. So from what I understand, this is the most damage you can get from this is 650, which is a very high amount, higher than a lot of characters' ultimates. That's like the same as Millennia's ultimate. Of course, the downside being that this really relies on poison, and I'll talk about why a lot of people probably won't summon for Changeling later, but just keep that in mind as we continue reviewing her kit. So this deals 335 reality damage, so not that much. If you combine it with this 75, it's still not that much, but it's pretty good, and it's okay, I guess, decent damage. If the target isn't stats down these stances, then the attack will do 75% more reality damage. But you can get this pretty easily if you have like pretty much any debuffer on your team. You can get this very easily. So you won't have like change your team specifically to accommodate for these. I think a lot of people already have like characters like Beacon Bloom, which can already deal these debuffs. And we got the Insight. So when attacking an enemy inflicted with poison, the damage dealt increases by 20%. So that's kind of big. At the start of the battle, and once every 3 rounds, 1, 3, 6. Okay, so every 3 rounds after the battle begins, inflict poison on all enemies for 2 rounds, inflicting Genesis damage equal to 30% of the caster's attack. And then we got Insight 2, so this is just more damage. When attacking enemies not afflicted with poison, inflict poison for 2 rounds, inflicting Genesis. Okay, yeah. So basically, Jessica does have some means of getting inflicting enemies with poison, but if you really want to squeeze that damage, you're gonna have to use a poison-based characters like Sorcery, or if you're saving up for Kanjira in update 1.3, I'll cover the 1.3 updates soon, the 1.3 characters soon. And now we got the Portray. So this is more damage. This extends the duration of inflicted poison effects by 1 round. So that's already pretty big. And then this was just more damage. Okay, so the only one of importance is Portray 2, basically. And okay, so Side Cubes, I haven't done a lot of research on them, but so just go with what Pride recommends. And now we've reviewed both of the characters. So now is the section of the video that you've probably been waiting for the thing you probably clicked on this video for. Who should you summon for? Now, in terms of Tooth Fairy, I would say Tooth Fairy is much more versatile than Jessica, because although Tooth Fairy's buffs do play well with crit-oriented characters, there are still characters like Millennia and a Centurion which can definitely still benefit from this. So it can basically get crit-oriented characters like Lyria and Regulus to 100% very easily, or it can get characters with not that much crit rate to decent levels of crit rate. So it's basically a crit rate booster for your team. And then for Jessica, I would say Jessica is a more niche you know, like you can still get some damage out for without using a sorcery, but you know, if you really want to maximize on the damage, you should probably have a sorcery or be saving up for Kanjiro in the 1.3 update. And one more thing, I don't think a lot of people would actually need just Jessica that much, because the thing is that Jessica is a carry. She's a very strong attacker, but I feel like a lot of people would already have very strong attackers. Like at the beginning of the game, you summon one character out of the three beginner battle characters. So you got Eternity, Regulus, and Lilia. I got Regulus, but like in reality, all of these are great attackers, and like I think Jessica really only fits well in poison teams, because I don't think Jessica would do well in a normal team, because like I'm willing to bet that most people already have really strong attackers, and the only reason why you want to summon for Jessica is to put her in your poison team. So I feel like there is no point summoning for Jessica unless you have poison team, or I guess you haven't even summoned on the beginner battle yet. I don't know why you want to do that. Maybe you're doing something like non-beginner battle challenge, which is insane. That's actually a really interesting concept. I like to see somebody do that. So overall, I feel like True Fairy is the better choice in terms of versatility, because she would still fit well in teams without like crit damage. She would still be sort of use, because that way at least she could give characters that don't even have any crit rate some storing crit rate. And Jessica, very niche, but will work wonders if you have a poison team. So personally, I'm summoning for True Fairy, and I would some True Fairy summons probably on the day of 1.2 tomorrow at maybe at night or something. I will be doing some summons tomorrow or the day after tomorrow for True Fairy. I've saved up like 50 summons so far, but there is Winter Warmth, so that jumps up to like 64. And you know, there's gonna be some other means of getting unit locks and clue drops. So it's pretty much I do have enough for a guillotine 6 though. It's just a matter of winning that 50-50. So that's it, guys. So in the next part, we'll take a look at the 5-star characters Blondie and Horopedia. But with that, bye.